Hi, I'm Bill Wetzel from the surfratsball.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Staal pliers. Now, for years and years and years, I refused to get the Staal pliers. The reason is, who in the hell wants to pay $300 or more for a pair of pliers? It wasn't me, but as a lot of people pointed out, a lot of fishermen I know, a lot of friends, they're like, Bill, you're spending $50, $100, $150 on pliers every year, and you just blow right through them. Why don't you get the Staal pliers? You're just like, it's a lot of money. Meanwhile, I got all Staal reels. I got really expensive rods. I was just not getting the pliers for whatever reason. So what I did was had a bunch of gift certificates I got for Christmas from Bass Pro, and I bought a pair of Staal pliers. I was pretty skeptical at first, to tell you the truth, of how they would perform, because I just blow through everything. But I have to tell you, they are badass pliers, and I'm going to tell you what I like and don't like about them. So what I bought was the 7-inch pliers. Now these are 6AL 4V titanium pliers. And they're corrosion proof, which is very important. Now what 6AL 4V means, I have no friggin' idea. All I know is these bad boys last. Now the type of fishing I do is mostly Montauk. And these, really the only freshwater these have ever seen is if it's raining. I've never rinsed them off ever once. I've had them since 2019. So this would be, let's see, 2020. This is technically my 3rd season on them, I guess. I've had this. I had to change the cutters a couple times, like probably once or twice a year. The reason for that is that if you're going to go in sand with these, and if you drop them in sand and you're cutting and you got sand in there, yes, they're going to burn out. And they're not for cutting hooks, by the way. You're not going to sit here and cut a hook. You probably could cut a hook. I don't know if you could cut like a 4-0 hook, or I've never tried it, but I always carry Manly with me anyway to cut hooks. I wouldn't not cut hooks with these. You're going to ruin them. And if you get sand in them, they're going to get ruined too. But they have been bulletproof. Look at that. They still open up on their own. They come with this great lanyard. Look at the lanyard. Has some corrosion on it, it still spins. Like I said, they're underwater constantly. Let me just get that for you. After 3 years of use, being underwater constantly, that's what they look like. And by the way, at the end of the season, you know what I do with them? Nothing. I leave them in the sheath. That's it. Beginning of the season, I spray a little WD-40 on them, and that's it. Now I know that's extreme. That's not how you should take care of equipment. I don't recommend that. That's just what I do, because I'm busy. I'm always fishing. I just don't want to I hate maintenance of anything. So that's another reason why I got these, because I hate the maintenance. If you don't want the maintenance and you want something badass that's gonna cut your line, cut all the braid, all the model. Really, it's just like butter. Cuts it like butter. Especially when these are brand new. Oh my God. They just cut like butter. And as long as you don't get sand in them, they'll continue to cut like butter. Check this out. So let me get a plug here. So one of my biggest concerns of these pliers, see the point? My other needles nose pliers that I've always bought had a much thinner point. Getting down in a fish's mouth with a much thinner point always seemed like it's going to be an easier thing for me. And then I can grab it. I can get in there and grab it. But with these, really, I'm telling you, man, all you need to do is grab a little piece of the hook. And they're so powerful, it's almost like a Manly. They'll come right out. They're just awesome. Check that out. So if you're worried about that like I was, don't. I had a lot of concerns about these pliers because I've been through so many, but I got to tell you, these things for $300. Now I've probably spent over the years $1,000 on $50 pliers, $100 pliers, $150 pliers. These 300 bucks, I mean, you can't go wrong. I can't say anything bad, negative about them. What can I say negative? If they even come in this sheath. Now, I personally, let me get rid of this plug. I personally like the leather sheath. You know, I like the leather sheath because it's in, it's out. It's in, it's out. That's all I need. In any type of surf, this is going to hold. It doesn't move. Pretty much, that is it. Not one negative thing I can think of, which is very rare for anything. I don't care if it's a reel or rod, anything. I highly recommend these pliers. Thank you.